Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Tony Climbs. In this episode today, we're going to be downstairs mainly, working on another climb, working on a climb from Friday that I tried a little bit, and then also doing some new climbs for myself. Starting off here, we got one continuous clip, just warming up yellow, red, green, then purple. Overall, it was pretty fun. I enjoy kind of like doing these like rapid fire climbs. It's like a nice way to warm up. It's not too frequent where they have a bunch of climbs that are really easy to like warm up all one after the other right here. So when I get a chance to do this here, I enjoy it and I take advantage of it. About these 3 climbs and this 4th climb here, there's really nothing too exciting to say about it, unfortunately. I mean, like, this purple one's pretty fun. I like this move coming up next, where you have to kind of just get a big foot up, and then that top hold is solid. It's not like an amazing hold, but it's a decent crimp that, you know, if you get in the right body position, you'll be able to hit it. And then from Friday, did this orange climb here. I saw a couple people struggling with it, and they seem to be missing the volume. That was like a thing. So that was kind of like something I was like, you know what? That's something that I need to think about more, is like look for volumes, because, you know, sometimes I forget myself about volumes, and it's it's an easy thing to forget here. But we also got this black climb. Did this one. I flashed this one on Friday actually, and I think I was getting a little too arrogant here, where I get my foot up there and I got this hold here, and then I immediately bumped out, which was not the play. That like kind of like I lost a lot of grip and everything from that, but yeah, so like from here I got down here, bumped this up, did the same all the same moves that I had just previously done to get up to this point here, but instead I like really kept that in there, moved the feet along, fell with 2 hands onto it. And then I was able to reach out, made it nice and easy, get the foot up there, and then get another little high foot, pinch on the top hold, switch the feet over to that volume, and then lock into there. Now this climb here is the one I was trying on Friday, but I couldn't really get anywhere. Now these first like 2 or 3 attempts here were not great, simply because I didn't brush off any of the holds, and they were very dusty and chalky, and I'm like slipping and sliding all over here. So that attempt, you know, I was like, okay, maybe I just didn't get my foot in position. I also had just purchased new shoes this session, so I was thinking maybe, you know, like my shoes were like just had a little like slick on them or something like that, and I needed to just rough them up a little bit. But then I realized that like the whole hold was just pretty like slippery and everything. And then for some reason, in between like the second attempt and the third attempt here, I forgot how to start the climb. I forgot I start with my left foot on, I start with my right foot on, not my left foot. So that was like kind of weird and interesting. Here though, with the new shoes, I felt way more comfortable getting my foot up there. The only problem here is that I again did my left foot there for some reason, when, you know, the right foot is the way to go. So that was a little like strange, and I was like, why am I keep using my left foot? But regardless, here I get my foot up here, feel super good, match the hand, get there, I feeling good. I'm just trying to shift my weight over, and I just not able to commit. I trust the foot more, but it's still not enough to where I feel like I can commit. Here you can just see I'm trying to like get my hands and what I need to feel and everything. Couldn't really get a great position here, but that seemed to be about as good as I can get. So, you know, still something to work on. But this purple climb here, I think this is a great example of a purple climb. And I think if you're someone who's like kind of struggling with these bigger moves here, I think this is a great climb for you. Like, you have some intermediate handholds, but you can also make this big move as well if you are feeling up to the task. And another great climb. I really enjoyed this climb actually. This green one here. You know, I love the you know, where you start with everything on the same hold. That's always exciting. A little bit of some tomfoolery here with how I put my hands. I think I kind of messed up the hand placement and everything. But I was able to like bump the hands up and match onto the top there. Felt solid about that. Now this black climb here, going into it, I was thinking, nah, there's no way. You know, like I'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. But then I got up here and I was like, okay, well, hang on a second. I can make this first move, get that foot onto that start hold. I was like, okay, cool. Then I'm like, okay, well, now it's going to be too hard because like I have to do like basically a pistol squat. And I was like, okay, well, let's see. Okay, stand up. And then I kind of like push myself up. I'm like, wait a second. I'm at the top. So that was surprising. I was like, okay, cool. That was a happy accident. Always fun when something like that happens. Here on this orange one, I tried doing that match there, or not the match, but like kind of that little bit of like a cross on that second hold. What I found out is better is doing this, so I'm able to shift my body weight over, and then I can bump that right hand down above my left, and then get the left hand above my right. And then here I went to put the foot up, and I went to go up, my foot slipped. I tried it off camera. I tried that move once and it didn't work out too well. So I was like, there were some other climbs here that looked a little more interesting to me. So I was like, you know, I'd rather give these a try. So this purple one looked super fun. I love stuff that's a little more overhung because I think that's still where I'm weakest, is like the overhung stuff. And there's nothing in the cave really that is overhung that's like pretty doable for me. So I was like, oh, I'll just do this one instead. So initially I tried to go up there, as you saw, with my right hand. That didn't work. You have to attack it from this angle so you actually have something to hold on to. Hooked onto that, you know, made it nice and easy. I tried this black one and I was initially thinking, oh, maybe I can do it. I hit this first move and I was like, I have no power in my hands right now. So I dropped off and I'm like, I'd rather try this orange one. This orange one looks super fun. Bump that right hand out, cross the feet over. And then I was like, no, I don't need to cross the feet over. Bump that hand out and then just swing the body way over there. Match onto this, get these hands up here, move the feet up, stand up onto this. And then you can see that right there. Get the hand kind of like undercleaning it like that, or grabbing it like a jug, I guess. Get the foot over there, and then it's one big pull up to the top. Nice and solid. And then coming home, stretch here. Last couple climbs, got this purple one for the penultimate. And initially I thought it was going to be a little more difficult, but all these holds super generous and nice, and I was able to just kind of easily make it to the top. Felt solid on that. Drop down. Last climb of the day here. This green one, finishing off strong and on a win. Just a couple crossovers here. You know, just keep the hands moving and flowing. Match the top, super solid. Tail of the tape, nothing too crazy. Yellow, red, green, purple, all of those pass with flying colors. You know, fun session. Really excited that I got that black climb. It was surprising. I just have one more black climb on the wave that I'd like to try, and maybe the one in that like kind of more overhung area towards the end that you saw. Maybe try that again when I'm like kind of fresh to a session and not towards the tail end of it. But overall, it was a solid day. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the video and everything. And as always, keep on climbing.